This happened right after we recorded the last episode, this Humane AI Pin.
Yes.
It's finally been unveiled and described and priced. We know what it is now.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I have some thoughts. I'm not really sure how many of my thoughts will be nice, but we'll see. We'll see how far we get. So, okay, we didn't know how much it would be. We didn't know what it would be, but we knew Humane AI was going to do some AI-related product, and we'd seen these teasers, this like Paris Fashion Week teaser of them wearing this pin, this projector that projects something on your hand.
We're TED Talk.
What it exactly is? Is it the post-smartphone gadget for the first time? What do we think this thing is? So now it comes out. It's a 15-minute Vimeo video, whatever it is. So it's the two founders explaining what the product is.
Yeah.
I'm going to put aside the lack of on-camera presence because not everybody has it. It's just, not everybody has it. A lot of other companies have really cringy presentations, but they gave us a $699 pin with a $24 a month subscription service, which gets you a couple things, T-Mobile service, Tidal subscription, a couple other things.
Yeah.
Also $7.99 for certain colors.
Sorry, that's right.
Oh.
$699 for the base pin. But if you want the white one, or if you want a certain combo of, I guess it's like silver or
Chrome and black.
Right? And black.
Which,
then,
by the way, Chrome on technology is just a terrible idea.
yeah, but that's an extra set. That's an extra $100.
Jeez.
It's got a 13 megapixel camera that faces forward. It's got a battery inside. It's got a microphone inside, and it basically has a large enough speaker and enough storage and processing power to run a local AI model, primarily powered by ChatGPT 4. And that's basically what you are mostly interacting with when using/wearing this pin.
Yeah.
And then there's a projector on the front where if you hold your hand up, this is going to be weird again for audio listeners, but when you hold your hand up right in front of your chest, it will project that UI onto your hand, and then you can interact with the projection. So by moving your hand, closing and opening your hand, you're selecting things and scrolling through things. That's the basic premise.
Yeah.
It's an AI assistant that you wear and interact with and pay constantly for.
Yeah. Yeah. So the way that the way you actually like charge it is that you wear it, they call it the perpetual power system, which stands for a magnet that has a battery in it.
They had to get kind of clever with this.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same way how you see like earbuds are like, oh, this has a 40-hour battery life. But obviously you can't wear them for 40 hours straight. It's actually that the battery in the earbuds is 4 hours. And then when you put them back in the case, you can charge them back up and use them for four more hours and put them back. But you also, with this AI pin, I guess you don't want to take it off.
Yeah.
So you have some way of charging it while you're wearing it.
Yeah, that's how it goes on your clothing in the first place, is that it uses a magnet between your clothes.
Yeah.
But that magnet also wirelessly charges the device.
Cool.
So
that's
gives it more
clever.
Power.
Smart.
Yeah, clever. It's basically like a AI system that is routing you to other AIs. That's sort of how they're describing it. You interact with it with natural language and with like tapping and stuff. And then depending on your query, it will route you to the right AI platform to do various things. In their presentation, they got a lot of things incorrect because of the hallucination problem with AIs.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So they both held out a small handful of almonds and asked it how much protein was in the almonds. And it uses the camera because it can use the camera to like look at things around you. It can use the speakers to listen to things around you, and it's supposed to be able to analyze all this information. It looked at like 5 almonds that was in this guy's hand, and it said there were 15 grams of protein in it.
Jesus.
And then it added it to this like, I don't know, this daily protein log that you can access via a web app. There's a web portal. There's a web portal interface that you can use to access all your Humane information. And for some reason, they want you to track all of the food that you eat by like taking photos of it. And then it's supposed to analyze that and then put that information into this web portal. Anyway, a small handful of almonds does not have 15 grams of protein.
That would be sick if it did, though. I would love that.
It has like 2 grams of protein.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are going online being like, that is completely incorrect. And I think the GPT was basically accessing the data of how much like a cup of almonds would have, something like that.
Yeah.
The other thing is he asked it when the next total solar eclipse was going to be and where the best place to watch it would be. And he said it would be in April, and the best place to watch it was Australia. A lot of people came out being like, no, you actually can't even see it in Australia. You can only see it in North America. So yeah, because these large language models are sort of just predicting the next most likely word, you're not always going to get accurate information. And if you are using a device that has no screen and that you're just supposed to be using ambiently, like getting incorrect information like all the time is probably not the best.
Not great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess now that I've seen the announcement, we were kind of wondering what it would be, but now that we've seen it, I feel like I have two main thoughts on it.
Two main humane thoughts.
Two main humane thoughts. One is, I see the videos, but I haven't tried it. And this gadget has the potential to be a really big or really small gap between how I think it's going to go and how it could actually go.
Totally.
Like, yeah. I am watching these videos, I'm like, this does not seem great. Yeah. Like, I don't believe that a projector onto my hand is going to be great UI. Is it going to track my hand around when I move, or do I have to have my hand in the perfect place? Is it going to sag on my clothes because the weight of the pin and the computer and the battery is too much?
Probably.
And like the material, do I have to like put my hand in a certain spot? When I'm outside and it's sunny, is that going to even show up on my hand at all? If my skin color on my hand is different from normal, is that going to work? If I don't have a hand, how's accessibility for that? All of those questions are real.
Yeah.
And then the actual interacting with the AI thing, like I want it to be cool, but I have my doubts. So this could turn out to be just as bad as I think, or it could totally blow my mind.
Yeah.
My other thought is if you zoom out a lot, I think the idea of an AI assistant that you kind of just ambiently have around you is a cool idea. Mm-hmm. And I wonder if we're going to feel like this is something that's ahead of its time because the tech just isn't good enough to accomplish that yet.
But if you think about it, you already sort of have an AI assistant around you in like your Apple Watch or Siri and your headphones.
I guess I just mean the natural way of interacting with an invisible assistant. Mm-hmm. Like we have the Ray-Ban smart glasses, which have a language model in them.
Yeah.
And there's a camera on the front of them.
Yeah.
They kind of have this similar potential where it's like, I'm just walking around looking like a normal person, and to an invisible person, I will just ask my assistant how to fix the broken sink in front of me.
Right.
And it will tell me how to fix it.
Yeah.
Because it's a smart, invisible assistant that nobody else has access to, but it's personalized to me. That's sick if it works. Mm-hmm. But the tech is so young that right now it kind of doesn't really work. And I feel like this pin is the same way, where like I love the idea of like having a plate of food in front of me and being like, log my macros, and it just does it.
Yeah.
Like I've wanted to log macros even in an app manually for years.
Yeah,
and it sucks.
Like MyFitnessPal and stuff.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
If your food doesn't have a barcode, like good luck.
Yeah.
So the idea of just having it intelligently look at the food and figure out is cool, but like the tech is not that good yet. Mm-hmm. Like how was the steak actually cooked, or were the fries deep fried, or is it just like